And we're live. What's good, guys? So, today I woke up, and on top of the BS I had to go through even when I woke up, I didn't really have the opportunity to get through every piece of rumor, like each rumor that I saw on my computer. And, well, usually I would go on Twitch to do this stuff, but, since I got banned on Twitch, I have to do this on YouTube now, which, I guess is kind of cool and, I mean, it's different, that's for sure. Really quick, let me try to get your guys' chat box up in here because I do like seeing you guys typing on screen. And you're going to have to forgive me, man, because I'm trying to get all of my stuff from Twitch to work on YouTube. It's like a lot, dude. It's so much work. It's crazy. But I'm hoping I could get the... All right, there it is. I got the chat box rolling. For those of you guys that are in here, man, what's up? Drop a like to support. You guys know I've been going through... It's been a very rough day. I typically don't even do streams like this, but my Twitch got it taken away from me, so I want to discuss rumors with you guys still. So I'm going to be doing it on this channel, and in the future, we're going to be doing it on my TheFlightMike TV channel. It's pinned up top. It's also in the description down below. And I figure this is probably the best way to get through all the news without, one, making like 10 videos, and two, well, the people that want to be here for the news will be here for the news. So let's get to it, man. By the way, did you guys get a noti for this? You guys may not have gotten a noti for this because I sent out so many noties today. I can see you, Oscar. What's up, man? What up, Levy? What up, Jimmy? Acom, Henry, Beast, Aiden, Ant, Cole. What's up, man? I got banned on Twitch, dude. Yeah, it's been a gnarly day. If anyone has any questions to ask me, we could get to it here. And also, I'm going to be popping over to Twitch sometime, Twitter sometime. So if you retweet that, you'll probably get on this video. Let me close my DMs and let's get started. So the first rumor I saw today, it was a very interesting one. I'm going to pull it up right here. Hold up. Schefter just hit me with something. What's weird, what's going to be awkward is if something in the NFL happens while I'm doing an NBA stream, I'm going to try to figure it out. So we're going to start with official news first. So right now, about 6 minutes ago, we got from Adrian Wojnarowski that the NBA's Board of Governors and the NBA's Player Association are holding separate meetings on Thursday, which is expected to culminate with an agreement starting the 2020 to 2021 season on December 22nd and playing a reduced 72-game schedule. So, by the way, shout out to Panthers fan. Thank you for the dono, man. For those of you guys that don't know, this isn't the first time this has happened. This has happened many times before. This has happened most recently at the conclusion of the previous lockout in the 2011 to 2012 NBA season. By the way, let me know in the chat if any of you guys remember that season, because that year when NBA 2K12 came out, the rookies weren't actually included in the game. You had to download them in an update, but I digress. There was a shortened season for that as well, and looks like there's going to be another shortened season here. Now, the con to this is obviously the Lakers aren't going to be the most fresh when the regular season starts because, they just went to the NBA Finals. But this is kind of like the only way they could go about this while being able to still get back to the old schedule of how the regular season is run, starting somewhere like late winter and ending in the summertime. I'm assuming this is their attempt to get things back to normal. Panthers fan, appreciate the love, bro. So that's like the most recent stuff. Woj said 51 minutes ago that they were holding calls today. They're still meeting about this. By the end of today, we should understand what's going on with them. What up, Ahmad? So, I don't know. Do you guys think that they should start the season sooner or later? Let me know in the chat. Oh, I should move the funding. There it is. I'll move that there. Still a work in progress, guys. This whole setup is still a work in progress. Still something I'm trying out for the first time. And just as I said that, Hoop Central also retweeted it. Now, Hoop Central has had some pretty interesting stuff that he tweeted today. I'm going to take you through some of them because you know, currently a lot of my subscribers aren't really liking the content I've been producing. So we're going to go through this and decide like what's legit and what's not. Another like one of my favorites would be, yo, by the way, shout out to all the dudes that went and retweeted, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Another person that I usually go to see if like for my rumors and whatnot is NBA Central. Now, the one thing I like that NBA Central reported was about the Boston Celtics. And for those of you guys that don't know, Panthers fans, appreciate the dono, bro. For those that don't know, the Boston Celtics are trying to move up in the NBA draft to select Onyeka Okongwu. This is something I personally believe. This is coming from Kevin O'Connor in the NBA. We got a report like 2 days ago. I didn't really talk about it on this channel, but we got a report a few days ago that the Boston Celtics are trying to package multiple picks in order to trade up in the NBA draft. Some people thought it was going to be for the Warriors draft pick and James Weissman. I personally found that to be far-fetched because, come on, man, if you're the Celtics, you have the 14th, 26th, and 30th picks in the draft. That's not worth the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. You know what I mean? The NBA draft's in 2 weeks, Hayden. So this makes a lot of sense, mainly because I heard the Atlanta Hawks would be willing to trade down from their pick. If there's a team that would probably be in a position to take on all of these draft picks in an attempt to rebuild their current team, it would be the Atlanta Hawks. So that would be the team that I'm personally suspecting. But if you guys have any other team that thinks would accept such a trade, let me know in the chat. What if LaMelo Ball doesn't get picked first? I think it'll be fine. All right. So a lot of teams are making their picks available. This is nothing new. The Dallas Mavericks have continued to make their number 18 pick available in search of immediate help, according to Jeremy Wu. This is nothing new. This is something I've heard ad nauseum over and over again. A lot of teams, at least the vibe I'm getting from the league, is the fact here's money so that it will be okay. Panthers, thank you. The vibe I'm getting from every team in the league is they're not big believers in this draft. It kind of reminds me of the 2011 NBA draft, not in the sense that it's going to suck, but a lot of people don't realize that most teams weren't big fans of the 2011 draft during the time of the draft. You know, the number 1 pick was Kyrie Irving. The number 2 pick was Derek Williams. And throughout time, it turned out to be a pretty good draft. But at the time of the draft, people weren't really hyped up about it. If you think about it, Kawhi Leonard was a bit of a project. He ended up being a good player. Klay Thompson fell into a good situation, and that was right at the time where the NBA pushed towards shooting. And Jimmy Butler was just a late-round steal. That draft ended up being one of the best in the past decade. But at the time, a lot of people weren't big on it. Henry Rico, I appreciate you, dude. This is the biggest piece of cap I've ever smelled in the history of smelling cap in the entire freaking, in my entire life. There's times where I see rumors that are so absurd and so absolutely obscenely disgusting that I personally don't bother with it. And it's this, guys, do you believe this report at all whatsoever? The worst kept secret in the NBA is that Devin Booker wants to leave the Phoenix Suns. Let me know up in the chat real quick, man. Cap, or do you think, or do you buy this? This Christian Hernandez says a little bit. I don't understand why you guys would buy it. Why would he want to leave? Give me some good rationale, chat. Give me some good rationale. The people that say he's going to want to leave, I need to know why he would want to leave. I need some good rationale, dude. Why would he want to stay? Because DeAndre Ayton, him, and Kelly Oubre are starting to look like the real deal. They have a very deep bench as well. They killed it in the NBA bubble. At least see how that turns out for them. Don't just give up on them so quickly. And also, I understand there's this whole thing where, Devin Booker is meant to go to the Timberwolves to team up with Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it, just as I don't buy this rumor right here. The Miami Heat could put Tyler Hero in play to trade for Drew Holiday. What the hell? And then like there's two people that are there's like this this verified source, Ira Winderman, that says that Heat addressed this before as a very good fit for the Heat. Have addressed this before as a very good fit for the Heat. And yes, even if it would possibly mean putting Hero in play, Heat are in the seize the moment. Guys, is this cap? It smells like cap to me. Like, why would the Miami Heat trade a player that's very, very good on a rookie scale contract for a player that could leave next year? Would you do that? By the way, guys, drop a like if you'd like to see more streams like this. We're going to be doing a lot of these streams on my brand new streaming channel, TheFlightMike TV. Hayden Carlson, shout outs to you for the dono, bro. And you're going to have to forgive me, man. I'm going to have to like do multiple plugs of this new channel just because, you know, Twitch killed your boy today. So, yeah, I don't buy this at all, though. I really don't. This is the new channel, by the way. TheFlightMike TV in the description, top link. I don't buy this at all. I think it's ridiculous, mainly because I told you, there's no way, if you have a player that performs well in his rookie year, you're not going to see, that team's not going to turn around and say, hey, you know, this guy performed really well in his rookie year. You know, let's trade him for a player that could leave next year. That just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. So this is cap. I don't think Devin Booker is going to leave. I think maybe, I guess like a thing that you could talk about, and maybe I'll make a video about this, is you could say that the Minnesota Timberwolves could be willing to part with the #1 overall pick for Devin Booker, but this year's NBA draft isn't all that, you know? And I guess for the Phoenix Suns, if you were to trade Devin Booker to anyone else, for anyone, it would be the #1 pick in this year's draft, just mainly from a salary cap asset standpoint. So, trying to see. Oh yeah, I was here. Did a Kungwu, did the Miami Heat, and Tyler Hero. Next piece of info. Ryan Russillo says that Gordon Hayward wants out of Boston. Quote unquote, via the Bill Simmons podcast, I heard Gordon Hayward does want out. Is this cap or nah, guys? Do you guys buy this or do you think it's cap? I heard that the Portland Trail Blazers might be interested in trading for him. But here's the thing. Who would trade for Gordon Hayward right now? Let's take a look at his contract, shall we? So going over here. Gordon Hayward contract. No, let's go to Spot Track. So his contract expires, bro. This might be one of the worst contracts, like in terms of like the value you got in return for him. This is definitely like up there as one of the worst contracts. Like I remember when the Celtics signed him, everyone was excited. Gordon Hayward reunites with Brad Stevens. Turned out to be a nightmare. I guess it makes sense. I could believe it, and I'll tell you why I could believe it. It's because if he is unhappy, he would put it out there that he's unhappy. He would leave this year, and he is becoming a free agent next year. I guess the Celtics would want to get something in return for him. But I can't imagine him saying, hey, I don't like Brad Stevens anymore, and I want to leave. You know, like, I can't imagine that. By the way, we're 5 likes away from 300 likes. Let me know if you were 300th like, bro. First of all, for those that say it's not cap, who would trade for Gordon Hayward? Where do you think he would go? These are meh because these could happen. So when I live stream and talk about the rumors, you guys say it could happen. But when I make videos on it, the Kings, Houston, Indiana, Pacers or Utah? Pacers. The Knicks, bro. The Knicks are where talent goes to die. The Suns for Devin Booker? Oh my God. Some of the suggestions I'm seeing is like, whoa, Miami. I mean, it would be one of those situations where it would be a salary cap dump. I don't think he's going to be commanding near the same amount of salary once he moves on to a new team. Sportania says the Clippers, but they already have two like small forwards. One is technically a shooting guard, but you know what I mean. We are 8 likes away from 400 likes. So if you had 400th like, if you are 400th like, tell me you are 400th like. Is that a bad way to say it? Also in the chat is the channel that I'm going to be doing these types of streams on from now on. You know, like I'm not going to do these on here too consistently. So a lot of rumors about Tyler Hero. This next one I could believe. The Dallas Mavericks have often discussed trading for Bradley Beal. And the rumor comes from Sports Illustrated's Mike Fisher, who wrote, Dallas clearly wants to pair Beal with its already exciting duo of Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic. In Dallas, the pursuit is all about a third star, and Beal, the Washington Wizards standout, who last year finished second in the NBA in points per game, which is 30.5, would actually qualify as something even more than that on a team featuring Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Oh, holy crap. No way. Oh, nice. I got a copyright claim released. Woo, dubs in the chat. Beal, 27, is coming off of a career year this past season. He averaged 30.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 6.1 assists per game. Dubs in the chat, man. I believe the rumor in the sense that, I mean, the rumor is just suggesting that the Dallas Mavericks discussed a deal for Bradley Beal. Ooh, that rhymed. Which makes sense. You know, that's not a big deal. That's not like saying anything crazy. The Mavericks could use Bradley Beal's services. You know, it's not saying anything too far-fetched when they say, hey, the Mavericks would like to trade for Bradley Beal so they could put him next to Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic. That's not that far-fetched. The issue is, 1, Bradley Beal is happy in Washington. 2, he has a very long contract. He's there for the next 2 to 3 years. 3, the Mavericks don't have the assets to trade for Bradley Beal. So the only way you could get Bradley Beal is you're going to have to convince the Mavericks to be willing to part with him. I don't see how they could do that here. There's no way they could do that here. It's like the Mavericks are good, but they don't have the assets to make like the Washington Wizards say, oh my God, you know, we're going to move on. We're going to move on from Bradley Beal. By the way, guys, chat, let me know if membership shows up. I'm going to try to set that up as well. I think there's like a thing. It's kind of like the version of subscriptions here. I don't know. Let me know if you guys see it. I don't really know if it's working properly or not. Beal to the Nets. Do you think Buddy to the 76ers is possible? Well, let me take a look at his contract first. He just got an extension. Any Laker news? Yeah, we got a piece of Laker news too. It has to do with Danny Green and the Lakers title.
The noise, if it happens, happens.
I can't hear it. This is his response to trade rumors.
I understand the nature of the business. Everybody is going to get better. Everybody's looking to make moves and get better. So we need to do that as well. Hopefully that part of that process is still keeping me here. I think we bring everybody back and we do what we did this year, and hopefully not in a bubble. But I think the group that we have is special. And I think we still make something special happen regardless of what moves are made outside of us, or what teams get better or healthier. Obviously, Golden State's going to be healthier. Brooklyn's going to be healthier. Teams going to make some moves. I still believe we have the talent with the pieces that we have now. It's going to be hard to bring back all 10 free agents. But if we bring back the majority with the nucleus that we have now, with the guys on the roster, I still believe we have a special team to do something, great.
With the league potentially starting December 22nd, it would seem as if having a lot of guys who are quality players.
So you can see here, he pretty much said, by the way, my headphones aren't working. I didn't hear that entire bit, but he said it's been almost 10 years now, and I'm hearing about trade rumors. You ignore the noise. If it happens, it happens. Rob Pelinka is a respectful guy. I'm sure he'll give me a call. I understand the nature of the business. Everybody's going to get better. Everybody's looking to make moves and get better. So we need to do that as well. Hopefully part of that process is still keeping me here. I think we bring everybody back. We do what we did this year and hopefully not in the bubble. Do you guys think Danny Green's going to get traded? And Nick, you did a $2 dono. I'm going to go ahead and look into Buddy Hield's contract for you right now. Why are these? Oh, these are estimates because you don't know how it's going to be the next 4 years. All right, for sure. That makes sense. So he's under contract for the next 4 years. He's making about $20 million a year. That's not good. I don't know. Like, I guess it's such a strange scenario for me, you know, because Buddy Hield is at that point where he's good. He's a great player. Let me take a look at his stats real quick. He's a great, and he has shooting, which is what you look in the NBA for in the NBA today. I don't know if a contender would say, "Hey, I want Buddy Hield," though. So he was averaging 19 points per game this past year at a PER of 16 with 3 win shares. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I heard he does want to trade. I wouldn't really blame him because, dude, he plays for the freaking Kings. What do you expect? Do you expect him not to want to trade? The entire situation is wild. Chris Paul can't go to the Lakers, Jacob. That's the one thing you'll learn from these streams. Chris Paul cannot go to the Lakers. De'Aaron Fox going to the Nets. You understand De'Aaron Fox is a restricted free agent, right? Did you guys see today's video with De'Aaron Fox on TheFlightMike TV? We have a video with De'Aaron Fox up there if you guys want to check it out. Who's my favorite team? I'm a Laker fan. Why am I streaming on YouTube? Because my Twitch got banned. I probably have to end the stream soon, guys, because, well, I have football content to make. When's the draft going to happen? In 2 weeks. I don't think Fox is going to go to the Lakers. We covered this earlier today. We made a video on this earlier today. This isn't that big of a deal. This is the video you guys crucified me for. And this is another video I made yesterday. So that kind of rounds up... well, here's something new. OKC Thunder won't trade Chris Paul to a bad team as he will have some say. I think he's probably going to go to the New York Knicks or the or the LA Clippers. I don't think the Lakers are possible. If you think there's a way it could be possible, let me know. 14 likes away from 500 likes, by the way, guys. Let me know if you're 500th like. Yeah, New York is a bad team. It really depends if Chris Paul cares about his money more or he cares more about winning a championship. It's all dependent on that. All right, guys, I have to go make some NBA content. I hope you enjoyed this brief stream. In the future, we're going to be doing this on my TheFlightMike TV account, bro. This is like a one-time thing up in here. So make sure you're subscribed to that channel. Turn on the noties. We need as much help as we could get, man. Love you guys, bro.